Hi, welcome to Happier Ladies Camp Pod.
We're celebrating the summer season with a week of short and sweet daily episodes.
This week, we'll share our favorite hot weather and vacation vibe hacks, memories, and musings.
I'm Azizi Williams. I live and work in the LA area. I'm a mom of two, soon to be an empty nester, and I'm an education professional in the independent school world. I'm here with my sister, Malika Amandi.
That's me. I'm a SoCal native living in Western Massachusetts, a newish mom, and I work in higher ed.
In this episode, we discuss summer hygge vibes and share our summer themes. So, Malika, what is hygge? Remind us all.
All right, so this is a definition from the Oxford Dictionary. Hygge is a quality of coziness and comfortable conviviality that engenders a feeling of contentment or well-being, regarded as a defining characteristic of Danish culture. So it's basically like capital C, cozy. Often we associate hygge with the winter,
Right.
like sweaters, bundling up, sitting next to a window, a fire. But it can actually be throughout every season. And it's really about doing things that feel good, a lot of like leaning into the senses. It could be really leaning into like alone time or community, like family vibes. So there's some fluidity to it, but it's positive and fun.
Yeah, and I will say it helps you to be mindful of the season and what brings you happiness about that season.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's often associated with winter because that's a season that people tend to have difficulty with or find challenges in. But it's really just about appreciating and recognizing all the seasons and what are the special things that come with that season that make you feel good.
Yeah. We did a festival of hygge, which we'll link in our show notes if you would like a deeper dive. So, Azizi, tell us about your summer hygge.
To start, I'm going to reference Cecilia Bloomdahl, who has the YouTube channel that we talk about all the time. And she lives in Svalbard with her partner. And Cecilia does this thing, and she does it in all the seasons. But there's something about it in the summertime where she takes the comforters off of her bed. She takes them outside, shakes them out, and then just drapes them over the railing so that they can just get that fresh air smell and just to air it out. And then she brings them back in, a little bit later, and she makes up her bed. And that just feels like bringing some sunshine inside the house. And
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something about that act that feels hygge to me. So that's something that I definitely want to give a shot.
She said that in one episode, a listener or a viewer asked her about, like, she'll often go out onto her porch to do this and leave the door open when she goes. And sometimes it's very cold there, like, in the freezing weather.
Yeah.
She kind of leaves the kitchen door open while she puts the comforter outside. And somebody asked her, like, aren't you afraid of the heat coming out? Like, didn't you
Right.
get scolded as a child for
Right.
leaving the
The
door
heat
open?
inside.
And she said that it's like this Norwegian concept. There's a word for it that's about like airing out the house is just a good thing anytime you can.
Ah.
So her mom would never yell at her for that. Like it was something that if the door was left open for a little bit, it was good, even in the wintertime, to like
Yes.
have that fresh feeling. And that's part of what putting the comforter outside helps bring the outside air in. And like that's what keeps you alive, having that
Yes.
connection to the outside air.
Well, this is fascinating, Malika, because I just finished How to Winter,
Oh.
and there's a lot in there that we could discuss in the winter. This is like the wrong season to do a deep dive about how to winter, but this is just when the book became available on Libby for me, so I read it. And they talk about the whole mindset of outside and cold air is good and
Mhm.
good for kids, and how that is antithetical to how most of us were raised, and that you have to stay inside when it's cold. So yes, I think that's accurate, and it's interesting because it's so different. But anyway, for me, I was attracted to it in the summer
Yes.
because she
Great.
also does it in the summer, and it just feels like a nice way of caring for your blankets, which do so much work for you, every day, but then also just getting some fresh vibes in the house.
Mhm.
So the next thing on my list is sitting in the grass in my front yard. I'm really lucky. I live in a cul-de-sac, so there's not a lot of traffic. There's hardly any traffic outside. And I have this very lush, grassy front yard, which is not all that typical in LA anymore. So sometimes when I get out of my car, so I get out of my car, I pull into my garage, and right next to it is this big patch of lush grass. Sometimes I just sit in the grass, or I'll take a blanket out of the back of my car
Mm.
before I've even gone in the house because it's just so beautiful. And the sun, as it's going down, sometimes the sunsets are amazing. We have really great sunsets out here in LA. And it just kind of grounds me and helps me feel connected to nature. I look forward to doing that sometimes in the summer.
I love that.
My next thing is something that I just got in the mail today, Malika. I signed up for Vogue magazine and my first issue came today. And it's like,
Wow.
yay! It's like nostalgia and possibilities. And where am I going to read this? Maybe on the front yard in my grass. I don't know. Or on the plane visiting you. I don't know. There's just something about we've talked a lot about magazines and magazine reading.
Vogue is heavy. That's my memory of it. It's like
Not
thick.
anymore, sadly.
Oh, okay.
It's not as
No.
thick as it used to be. And the whole publishing industry, we can get into that later.
Yeah.
But I had moved completely from real magazines to digital magazines, digital subscriptions. And occasionally I'll pick up a magazine at a thrift store or something like that. But after watching the Met Gala, I went all in
Mm.
with Vogue and decided to subscribe to the magazine because, yeah, it makes me happy, and it also reminds me of mommy because she used to subscribe to
Yeah,
that
me
magazine,
too.
so I'm looking forward to sitting poolside or on the grass or at a beach, flipping through my magazine.
That also makes me think of something Liz and Sarah have talked about, like, go to the movies. If you like the movies, go to the movies.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
if you like magazines, subscribe to magazines, otherwise the subscriptions will go away.
We should subscribe to the things that we love and enjoy and use, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm realizing that as I get into my old age. But it's a privilege to get to, and I want to support it. And I actually want the experience of turning the page.
Yeah.
That can't be replicated.
What's next on your list?
I talked last year about s'mores at the fire pit, so I won't go into it, but I want to enjoy the backyard. And this year is a little different because I have just a few days left. When I think about my travel and our family travel, there's just a few days where we're going to all be together to be able to utilize the fire pit before Sinai goes off to college and Ilea goes back to college. So I definitely want to make sure I put that on the calendar. I haven't yet. So I need to make sure I do that before it's all over.
Would you do s'mores with just you and Grayson?
Um, I don't know.
Wow, long pause. Okay. I guess
Yes, we could, but we have not. We haven't.
interesting.
It's a really good question. Why haven't we? I mean, there's no reason why we can't turn on the fire pit for ourselves. We just haven't. So, yes, but I just associate it with kids, but
Hmm.
they're not even kids anymore. So, I don't know. Good question. The last thing on my list is something that I realized as I was driving home from work last week, which is lighter LA traffic.
Mm.
Like for my commute, there's very little traffic, or if there's a lot less traffic, particularly at the end of the day. And that is so nice. That is so hygge. That only happens in certain seasons. So I'm naming it and recognizing it so that I can thoroughly enjoy the lighter traffic.
Lovely.
That's the end of my list. We're going to take a break. And then when we get back, we'll get to hear what Summer Hygge Malika is getting into.
Azizi, how's your dinner game these days?
Well, Malika, I used to struggle with what to cook for dinner.
You're cooking now?
Okay. Actually, my husband used to struggle with what to make for dinner. I mean, meal planning, grocery lists, yuck. But then we found Prep Dish. It's a weekly meal planning service that tells you exactly what to cook. And now they've partnered with Instacart, so your grocery list becomes a ready-to-go online cart.
Oh, what's in your cart, Azizi?
All of the prep dish ingredients, plus I can add energy drinks, chili crisp, lipstick, whatever, and check out in just a few clicks. Shopping online is so fun. The meals are family-friendly, healthy, and super easy to prep. Dinner is easy to make, and now we look forward to new tasty meals.
Prep Dish is offering our listeners 2 weeks free. Just head to prepdish.com/happierladies to sign up. Again, that's prepdish.com/happierladies.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, we're back. Malika, what is on your summer hygge list?
The first one is to go to the small festivals. So there's a lot of musical events that happen in my town and the adjacent towns in the summer, like little park performances. And I see the signs, but I rarely put them on my calendar. And then we just drive by. And it's like, oh, whoops,
You miss
there it
all the
goes.
fun.
Exactly. So the timing is not always great. They're usually like, I don't know, 5 to 8 or something. It's like the time when we would be eating dinner and getting ready for bed. But it's light outside. Like, I think Indigo's at an age where we could do this if we plan a little bit. We could use the wagon.
Yeah, you can use the Tanglewood table and chairs.
So I would like to go to some of these small festivals. I think it's hygge in that it's eating outside, the picnicking aspect, and the music, I think, is secondary even. It doesn't matter what genre it is, or you don't have to know the performers. It's just like feeling those community feelings.
I agree. I don't think it matters what music it is either. It's going to be a good time. It's outdoors with other people in the sun.
The next thing is to visit the farm share. I have talked about this farm share you visited. We did an episode there. I can sometimes get into my feelings about not wanting to go because it's hot and I don't like to pick things.
It is labor. Let's be clear. You're farming when you're there.
But when I do go, I usually have a good time at some point, and I think Indigo is really into it now. Norm loves it. There's also a little playground there. It's another place we can use the wagon.
You really just want to use the wagon?
Whenever I go, I'm amazed at the beauty of it and how good it feels to be out there and like where it's situated at the base of the mountain. It's just breathtaking. And feeling connected to the salad that we're going to eat. It's hyper local. It's like blocks from our house. That's just such a cool thing. So that is a very summer hygge thing to go. And like, I think the key is to not be in a rush. So to really make it an activity so that we have time to mosey about and play. And it's not like we're taking a trip to the grocery store.
And go early in the day.
Yeah.
So it's not so hot. I really enjoyed picking the flowers. That was a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, that is another item on my list, which is to make flower bouquets, in particular with the small bud vases. So I have a set of really little bud vases, and it's nice because you can kind of put them around the house.
Yeah.
And at the farm share, you're not supposed to really cut long stems because the flowers won't grow back. So they really want you to just take little short ones, and that would fit perfectly in these little bouquets. So I think if I bring the bouquets to the farm,
Oh,
could kind of do it there, then they're like ready to go when you bring them home.
it's a great idea
Just vibrant to have these little pops of color, all over the house.
that you picked yourself.
Mm-hmm. The next thing is to go to the pond beach. So there's a pond in a town nearby. It's a little bit of a drive. Pond sounds small, but it's pretty big.
It's like a lake?
It's kind of like a lake.
What's the difference between a lake and a pond?
It's smaller than a lake.
Okay.
But
These are
there's
bodies of water I have no experience with.
there's a beach, there's a lifeguard that's there. There's a little snack shack. They have a bathroom. They've got beach toys. This is a place I want to go to regularly because it feels like summer.
Yeah.
And it's like going to the beach. This is the closest going to the beach that we have.
Yes.
And
Do you get to bring
that's
your
just a
wagon,
nice.
Malika?
Oh, yeah. Could totally bring the wagon. It's fun. It takes some planning, It's like any kind of beach day. But I would like us to try to do that as a family. I'm very curious, like with the baby. There's some things about a tiny baby that are really easy. You
Right.
just kind of strap them on and go. And then there's other things that, I don't know, like sand. Is that going to be prohibitive? I don't know why it would be, but
Well,
I
also it's the
can't really
baby plus the
imagine.
toddler. It's not just one. Now it's the
Right,
two that seems like it would be harder.
right. I mean, this would be a 2 adult activity
Right.
with 2 children, but I don't know if I'm just being like wishful thinking or if this is totally doable.
I bet it's
We'll see.
doable. Yeah, you'll just give it a shot.
We'll give it a
This may
shot.
not be for you this summer just because of everything happening,
Right.
but I feel like the next level for you is to decorate your wagon for the summer, like ribbons or fake flowers. Hear me out. At Disneyland for the 70th anniversary, they put like bunting on all of their vehicles and carriages.
Mm,
And it's like, oh, it's so nice. Like a little wreath at the front. I don't know.
wow.
It's like, if you really want to get into the summer with this wagon, we could dress it up. I think that would be fun.
Then you can't really break it down.
Well, it would have to be just like a simple thing, maybe that you just attach. Or if
Put
they're
on.
ribbons, you could still break
Yeah.
it down. But yeah, we'd have to figure out the right thing. Not this summer. You put that on a list for next summer.
All right. So the last thing on my list is kind of similar to yours, is to sit in the front yard and watch the cars go by.
Yes.
So we have a front yard that is on a very busy street, but it's big enough that you could probably sit away from the road enough. You could definitely sit away from the road enough where it's not dangerous.
Right.
We don't have a fence there though, so I think that's part of my hesitation to do that with
Right.
children.
Might be an adult
But
activity. Yeah.
last summer, I think I did put 2 chairs out there just for Norm and I to sit there during the day or when Indigo wasn't around. And it was really nice. It's funny because, like, when I'm in another neighborhood and I'm driving or walking and I see a house that has 2 chairs in the front
Right.
looking out, whether they're on the porch or the yard, I get this, like, warm feeling. Oh,
Oh,
like, that's just such a human thing to sit and watch people go by.
yes.
And so I like, as much as I want to invest in our backyard and create zones there,
Right.
I think it would be cool to have seating in the front yard and really just watch things go by.
I love this, Malika. We should bring this back. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember because we're 6 years apart. So I don't actually know what you were doing during this time. But
Okay.
there was a summer when I would hang out with Danielle at her house, at Zenobia's house, our godmother. And literally the whole summer, we just sat in the front yard and watched cars go by.
I don't remember that.
We were maybe 12. And it was so fun. Like we would comment on everybody's car. Did we know that person? Who was coming next? Sometimes there'd be music playing. We occupied our time just watching cars. Now, mind you, it's before cell phones.
Right.
There was not the instant gratification that there is today or the entertainment in your pocket. It was a good summer.
That's really funny. I think Indigo would get into watching cars, like, and there's tractors that go by
Oh,
sometimes.
that's fun. Yeah.
You know, we're across from the big field where there's cows sometimes or wild turkeys. So
There's a lot to see over there.
there is a lot, but that feels very Hygge and just like slows things down, you know?
Totally. Yeah. Again, there's something about just seeing people and having people
Yeah.
see you and, it's community. I don't know. I really like this. I think that's the highlight of the Hygge for summer.
All right. So, Azizi, what is your summer theme? Summer of?
Yes, Malika. So we talked about it a few weeks ago, some ideas for our summer theme. And I'm going to go with Sexy Back Summer. I can't
Okay.
stop thinking about Justin Timberlake's I'm bringing sexy back. I
Uh,
can't stop thinking
d-
about it. The song is in my head every time I think about it. And when I was on the treadmill the other day, I was like, yeah, it's that theme is just helping me get into working out and exercise and really putting time into myself and into doing things for my body. So that's my theme for the summer.
Fun.
Love it. What about you?
All right. So, I decided to go with Summer of Signs
Okay.
and learn the zodiac because the other themes, baby summer, big family summer, those things are happening anyway.
True.
I don't really need to make a theme around it. They're coming. It's going to happen.
My big fat Greek summer. Big
So
fat
this
family summer.
feels like a little pocket of something that could be a fun distraction for me
Yes.
or something to just do for myself. So I haven't gathered my materials, but I think there probably will be some flashcards involved. Again, I just want to really learn the themes of the zodiac so
Are
that
you making the flashcards or are you buying flashcards already made?
I don't know.
Huh.
TBD.
Okay.
I know there's an app for this, so I could do that route. But the goal is just to, by the end of the summer, if someone says I'm a Virgo, that I'll have some associations
Wow.
with that word.
You're going to be a minor expert by the end of the summer.
Very minor expert.
A teeny tiny expert.
Teeny tiny
Very
expert.
small expert. I like this for you for the reasons that you said that this is something just for you. And I think that is
Yes.
going to be the effort is carving out time to do something you want to do.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Azizi, bring us home with a summer recommendation.
I'm recommending a product from Lush, which is like an all natural beauty product company. They're known for their huge bath bombs that you dissolve in the bathtub and pretty colors and scents come with it. They make a product called Tingle, and it's a body conditioner. So, this is a product that after you've cleaned and washed and everything, the last thing you do is you put on this body conditioner, which is kind of moisturizing, and then you rinse it off before you get out of the shower. But this one, Tingle, I'm going to read you the description. It says, for a tingle-lastic start to the morning, enjoy a cooling body conditioner with menthol crystals and peppermint oil with moisturizing muru and shea butters to leave your skin soft and hydrated. This body conditioner is meant, M-I-N-T, for you. Doesn't that
Wow.
sound enjoyable?
I can picture it, how it feels.
Do you like a tingly, like a mint tingly feeling?
I do.
Okay. So you might like this. I had a sample and I tried it and it was like, oh, it really woke you up. But it was in the winter time.
Too much?
It was a little too much for before bed in the winter. But I think when it's hot outside and you're just trying to cool down, this
Yeah.
is going to be a fun product. So I would recommend this product for you.
All right. Well, this is the end of Camp Pod 2025.
So sad. It's like the end of camp. This was a lot of
It's
fun,
the end of
Malika.
camp.
It's the end of summer camp. There's still
You
more summer
know,
left, but this was fun.
one of the things that makes camp really fun is that you want more of it, you know?
That's right.
You leave
Yeah.
wanting more.
And you look forward to next year at camp.
You look forward to next year, you know? It wouldn't be so special if it was every week.
This is right. It's a distinct moment in time. And so, Malika, I will see you next year at Camp Pod.
I'll see you next year at Camp Pod. Thank you for listening to this episode. You can find show notes in the episode description.
If you like us, rate, review, and tell a friend. And don't forget to follow us. We'd love to hear what's making you happier. Send us a message at happierladies@gmail.com.
Our show was edited by Magnus Bjorgum, and our theme music was created by Norm Amandi.
You can find us on Instagram at happierladies and on the web at happierladies.com. All right, Malika, see you next time.
See you later, Azizi. Bye.
Bye. And this summer, we discuss summer Hygge vibes and our summer theme. Forgot about that part.
I don't know. Do we know our summer theme?
Surprise.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.